probably legit 4,000 calories for a couple of days. Like massive binge. I would like wake up and like, man, I just want to eat that stuff. It was bad. I ended up gaining like 2 kilos, which is pretty much 5 pounds in about 10 days.
I think when I was cutting or like leaning out, it was kind of easy for me to
Stay on
mentally
track.
say like, okay, yes, because you could kind of see the abs coming in every day, a little bit, you could see the weight loss. But I think when I'm like gaining, it's like a much slower process. So you're not getting like as much visual confirmation, right? You're seeing the numbers go up in the spreadsheet, yes, but when you look in the mirror, you're like, okay, well, I still kind of look the same. Like I haven't, I don't see like any that much more difference or anything. And so I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can eat some more to get some more muscle or whatever. But really, probably
Mhm.
it's just going to be extra fat. So I guess my question is, how do we mentally kind of deal with that? And then what I've been generally doing is just walking a lot more
Mhm.
um, to kind of make up for that excess calories, like maybe like 20, 30,000 steps or something, uh, just
Got it.
just to like even that out, I guess.
Yeah, you're gonna. I guess a lot of it is experience. Like it will happen to you a few times until you learn your lesson, and even then, you wouldn't necessarily not make the same mistake again. So I would say a lot of guys slip up more frequently during a bulk versus a cut. Because when you're cutting, when you're trying to lean down, as I said, you're feeling the progress, you see that you're getting leaner, you get excited, you just start seeing your abs, you're like, yeah, this is working. And even though cutting
Right.
is more challenging mentally, like, yeah, you got to be doing the right stuff. Like, if you're not on a deficit, things are just not going to be happening. But then when you're bulking, we tend to get a little more relaxed. And it's very easy to justify those kind of behaviors where you're like, yeah, I'm bulking like a couple hundred calories. Like I'm supposed to be gaining weight. Is it like an extra 100 calories, 200 calories, 300 calories, and so on? It's easy to justify them. Like you're a lot more relaxed and you're feeling like you can do less damage on a bulk versus a cut. In reality, like theoretically, yes, hypothetically, yes, but in reality, I would say no because you get too relaxed and you can get way over. Because when you're on a cut, if you go over by 100 calories, you get more stressed out and scared. When you're on a bulk, you're more like chill. Like, I'm supposed to gain weight. Like I'm ultimately going to gain fat because with a bulk, like you're not going to end up looking most of the time at the end of a bulk, you don't look your best. You actually look worse than the beginning of the bulk, assuming you start your
Right.
bulk at a good level, of course. Because
Right. Right.
yeah, you're growing muscle, but you're also growing fat. So a lot of it is just a mental game and realizing that you will be more relaxed and this will be happening more frequently. So I would say from my own experience, me as a coach, it happens to me all the time. Like after a cut, I would quote unquote mess up at least once or twice. So it's inevitable. You just learn from your mistakes. You're better prepared and it doesn't happen as frequently. Or if it does happen, it's not going to be as bad as before. So I would say for a lot of you guys here, you are doing a fat loss phase, and hopefully you're getting value from the program. But I would say once you transition to a bulk, if you haven't done a bulk or if you haven't been that lean at the end, as you hopefully get at the end of the program, or you get your leanness, hopefully, at the end of the program that you've ever been, you will get more value transitioning into a bulk because there's going to be more accountability. Like I've seen a lot of people mess up switching from a cut to a bulk. This is the part where you can do the most damage. And that's why I like to run a maintenance phase at the end of a cut. So at the end of a cut, you don't want to transition straight to a bulk simply because you get so relaxed and like, oh my God, I'm so lean. And now it's time to eat and you get too relaxed and start making like those bad decisions. I've like legit messed up transitioning from a cut to a bulk a few times. So yeah, main point, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes for sure. That is normal. Learn from them and get better. The second thing is you don't want to beat yourself. You don't want to feel like guilty. Guilty again, it's part of the journey. It's a learning experience. And then the next thing is think of it as I got extra calories. I can now train extra hard. So one thing I did, I was on vacation in the Dominican Republic, and I just completed a cut. I got super lean, and one thing I'm a big sucker for it's junk sweet, like sweet food. I don't care about pizza, pasta, and so on, burgers and whatnot, but like
Hmm.
sweets, man, especially the stuff that you guys have in the US. I love that,
Oh,
like
it's so.
brownies and
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
junky stuff. Man,
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Me too.
And
Yeah.
we don't get access to that, some of that stuff here in Europe. So when I was in the Dominican Republic, there were a lot of Americans. So what I ended up doing is I a ton, like probably legit 4,000 calories for a couple of days. Like, massive binge. I would like wake up and like, man, I just want to eat that stuff. It was bad. I ended up gaining like 2 kilos, which is pretty much 5 pounds in about 10 days, which for me, it's quite a
Mm,
lot. It almost never happens. So I did mess
mm,
up. But the way I've managed to sort of like minimize the quote unquote damage, and it wasn't just 10 pounds of solid fat gain, it was only like 5 pounds. And out of those 5 pounds, probably 2 pounds were like legit water. Like all the extra carbs, you retain more water. So the any fat gain that I've made was probably just pure 2-3 pounds at most. But what I did is I would wake up, walk in the beach, do some light cardio, like a bit of jogging. Then I would eat, recover a little bit from the eating, do a walk after my meal, again on the beach, do maybe some swimming. I will hit the gym, train hard, come back, eat again, relax a little bit, another walk, then hit the gym again, like just biceps and triceps. I would literally hit the gym maybe like 2 or 3 times a day, one time doing some cardio, and then one time doing one hard workout, and then one time just some isolation, just fooling around with some weights, biceps, triceps, just some whatever I feel like doing. So literally the way I've managed the situation is I'm getting extra recovery now. I'm getting extra food. Instead of getting that food and just touting it as fat, I'm going to use it as energy. I'm going to take that food, I'm going to take those nutrients, I'm going to pound them into the muscle. I'm going to
mm.
make sure that I'm training, I'm staying active. And man, those workouts were super productive. I had one of the best workouts because, again, of course, a lot of it was junk, but I was also hitting my protein. It was not like I was eating candy. I would sit down, I would make sure I eat my protein, I eat my veggies, and I eat my fruits as well. So the quality of the food was certain part of the quality of the food, the certain portion of that food was quality food, was good stuff there. So I was still promoting muscle synthesis. That is one of the solutions. Again, experience, go through a couple of these phases, mess up a couple of times, learn your lesson the hard way. It's gonna suck, especially once you wake up a few days later and you see like that you're starting to lose abs. Next time
Right.
you're gonna be a little
Yeah.
bit more careful. And then if you happen to
Yeah.
eat a little bit more, just do an extra workout, do a longer workout. If you feel like you got more energy, put it into good use. If you eat a bunch of food and you feel sick and you don't feel like doing a workout, then obviously that's not going to work out. But a lot of times,
Hmm.
if you eat a lot of food and you feel energized, that's a you get to work out extra. So let's put it this way: you don't punish yourself by, oh man, I had those calories, now I have to do cardio. No, man. Like, if you want to go dancing, if you want to go running, if you want to do boxing, if you want to lift weights, like for me, I enjoy lifting weights. So that is a way for me to put those calories to good use. You can go hiking, you can go swimming, you can go do something else, but you realize that now you have more energy, so you get to do more
Mm.
stuff, physically, staying physically active.
Okay. Yeah, I think I did have uh so yeah, I mean this weekend like kind of ate a lot of stuff, but today I had a pretty good workout. I I guess maybe I really like walking actually, kind of just like listening to my thoughts, walking and hiking.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I will do like an extra set or two at the gym just to kind of get use up the energy, but I think that makes sense. And uh, I really the maintenance phase really makes sense too after a cut because, like you said, yeah, it's just easy to binge after being very disciplined for like 6 months, and you're like, oh, I can eat, so you just start eating like
Yeah.
crazy. Um,
Uh,
and
you've been depriving yourself for so long. Like normally, that's a human thing. Like you just want to eat more now
mhm.
because you can finally eat. So, yeah, I get it, man. Like we've all been there.